Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever stopped to think about the ground beneath your feet? It feels solid, stable, right? But in reality, our planet is constantly spinning, a giant cosmic ballet dancer twirling at over 1,000 miles per hour at the equator. We don't feel it because everything the air, the oceans, us is moving along with it. But what if suddenly it all came to a screeching halt? What if the Earth stopped spinning? Let's dive into this mind-ending, world-ending scenario. First, let's talk about momentum. Imagine you're in a car speeding down the highway and the driver slams on the brakes. You lurch forward, right? Now, amplify that 1,000,000 times. If the Earth suddenly stopped, everything not bolted down the bedrock would be flung eastward at incredible speeds. We're talking about a global projectile event. People, buildings, trees, topsoil, everything would become a high-velocity missile, creating the most catastrophic planet-wide tsunami of debris imaginable. It would be an extinction-level event in the very first second. Nothing on the surface would survive this initial jolt. The sheer force would scour the planet clean. But for the sake of science, let's imagine a gentler stop, a slow wind down over a few days. The outcome would be just as devastating, but it would unfold like a slow-motion disaster film. As the Earth's rotation slowed, the first thing you'd notice would be the extreme weather. The planet's spin is a key driver of our wind and ocean currents. Without it, the familiar weather patterns we rely on would collapse. The Coriolis effect, which dictates the direction of hurricanes and cyclones, would vanish. Winds no longer deflected by the spin would rage in straight lines from the high-pressure poles to the low-pressure equator, creating continent-spanning superstorms with speeds far exceeding anything we've ever recorded. And then there are the oceans. The Earth's spin creates a centrifugal force that causes the oceans to bulge at the equator. If that spin disappears, gravity takes over completely. The water at the equator would no longer be held in place and would begin to migrate toward the poles. This wouldn't be a gentle lapping of waves. It would be a colossal global flood. Water would surge away from the equator, drowning coastal regions and then pushing further inland, relentlessly flowing towards the north and south poles. Over time, this would reshape our world map entirely. A new supercontinent would emerge around the Earth's equator, a vast, dry belt of land connecting the Americas, Africa, and Asia. Meanwhile, the poles would be submerged under two massive separate oceans. The world as we know it, with its 7 continents and familiar oceans, would be gone. You could theoretically walk from Brazil to Indonesia. Humanity, if any pockets survived, would be forced to migrate to the narrow, newly formed coastlines of this equatorial megacontinent. Life on this new Earth would be a struggle for survival under extreme conditions. With the planet no longer spinning, the day-night cycle would be completely altered. Instead of a 24-hour day, one day would last an entire year. This means we'd have 6 months of continuous, scorching daylight, followed by 6 months of non-stop, frigid darkness. During the long day, the side of the Earth facing the sun would heat up to unbearable temperatures, likely well above the boiling point of water. Deserts would expand, and any remaining surface water would evaporate. Life would be baked into oblivion. Then comes the night. For 6 long months, the same side of the planet would be plunged into an Arctic-like deep freeze. Temperatures would plummet to far below zero, freezing everything solid. The atmosphere itself could begin to freeze and fall as nitrogen snow. The temperature difference between the day side and the night side would be the most extreme in the solar system, creating unimaginable winds at the terminator line, the twilight zone between day and night. This narrow band might be the only place with potentially livable temperatures, but it would be a chaotic storm zone, constantly moving as the Earth slowly orbited the sun. And let's not forget our planet's magnetic field. This invisible shield, generated by the spinning, molten iron core, protects us from deadly solar radiation and cosmic rays. If the Earth's rotation stopped, it's highly likely this magnetic field would weaken or disappear entirely. Without it, the sun's charged particles would strip away our atmosphere over time, just like what happened to Mars. Even before the atmosphere was gone, the surface would be bombarded with so much radiation that life would be impossible. We'd be completely exposed to the harshness of space. So to sum it up, a sudden stop means instant annihilation. A slow stop means a terrifying cascade of global floods, hurricane-force winds, a rearranged map of the world, and 6-month-long cycles of extreme heat and cold, all while being bombarded by deadly solar radiation. It's safe to say that the Earth's spin is not just a neat feature of our planet. It's the very engine that makes life possible. It's the silent, constant force that gives us our days, our weather, and our protection from the cosmos. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? That our existence depends on this perpetual, high-speed spin. So next time you're enjoying a beautiful sunrise or a calm evening, take a moment to appreciate the incredible silent dance our planet is performing for us every single day. Thank you so much for joining me on this wild thought experiment. What other what-if scenarios would you like us to explore? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update from us. Until next time, stay curious.